Welcome to the Lighthouse Experiment, a Freedom Center Church podcast.
Okay. Breathing exercises. What is up? We're back.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Lighthouse Experiment Podcast. I'm just trying to do some Zen, Chi, whatever it's called. It's all good. It's all good. Life is good. How you doing, my friend?
Apparently better than you. Oh my word. Yeah. Doing fine.
Good.
Doing all the, pre-employment games.
There you go.
All the physicals and all the things, and just getting, it's just like growing a beard. You can have a beard there.
There you go.
Grow a big old. No, I just a nice white and gray beard going.
Enjoying a few days off with the fam and doing all the things.
Some PTO, so just checked out.
That's cool.
A week early, just take some time off and stuff.
Have you been on your skateboard at all this spring yet?
I have. I skated yesterday, a little bit this morning.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, just that's it. That's all I have going on. What else? That's really it. Oh, we had the article. We had an article written about the podcast.
Thank you, Tri-County Times.
Mm-hmm.
That was really...
That was a great... What I like is that the article was about the content and not about Jim Parkin. I just don't like that when they...
I know.
I posted on Facebook that that I like public recognition as much as I do root canals in the New York Yankees. I was going to put colonoscopy, but I was like, I don't know. That might be overstated. No. I just don't like being honored publicly.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that she did. It was very honoring, but more so of the content and what we're doing here. So.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really well done. And I'm not saying it just because I was very impressed. I expected it to be a little bit more of like a typical sharing facts, like this event happened type of news article. Mm-hmm. And it was more of like a very creative way to share about the Lighthouse Experiment and the podcast and stuff. So it was pretty cool.
It was cool.
So yeah, check out the Tri-County Times article.
Last week.
Yeah, last week. So it's pretty cool.
My mom's friends have all brought her copies and stuff. So.
That's really cool. Thanks, Mom.
That's so stupid.
No,
but that's all right.
So
no, I would like to have one, but I don't need 70.
Yeah.
Just need one.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I was all excited too because I'm like the photo. They totally grabbed a photo of ours off of Instagram or whatever.
To her.
You sent that? Okay.
She interviewed me via Facebook Messenger, and then she had hit me up and said she was going to do it. It was going to go in this past weekend. So if you're recording at any time this week, I'd like to get some photos. And I was like, oh, well, we already recorded, so I'll just send you some photos.
That's cool.
So I just pulled those ones.
That was from a time that we were recording at the church's studio, before COVID.
Dude.
That was a minute ago.
That's wild.
That is wild. Yeah.
Anyway, that's what we're doing.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. I liked it. I'm glad that I agreed to it, because at first I was like, I don't need anybody writing stories about us. And then I was like, I don't know.
What the hey? Well, I thought it was a great idea because I got contacted first because I know one of the ladies that works over there. Yeah. I didn't know that she worked over there, but she reached out to me and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then I had told you and gave her your information. And I thought it was all fine and dandy until you were like, yeah, they might want to talk to you too. And I'm like, oh, no. Yeah, please don't talk to me.
Yeah. I don't know. It was cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
So had that going on, and then that's it, man. Doing house church things, getting warm out. So yeah, skateboard's coming out, and
that's cool. We've been outside playing a lot of basketball, going for some evening walks and stuff. Actually, tonight we went over to Silver Lake Beach Park in Fenton. And because from Memorial Day to Labor Day, they will have lifeguards out. But before then, you can enter and exit the park whenever you want. But when the lifeguards are there during the summer, they have like a daily pass fee and stuff. So we drove in there today, and it's just swim at your own risk or whatever. You hung out. So it was really chill. We were there for about an hour and a half, and it was just really nice.
You shouldn't swim in lake water, man.
See, I'm from Michigan. It's whatever. It's part of the Michigan experience. Nick would tell me years ago, he was like, Michigan sand isn't sand, it's dirt. I'm like, dude, stop being such a princess.
Sand is dirt, and dirt is sand. It's all the same thing. What's he talking about?
Yes, technically, yes. However, it's different. So then when we were dating and we went down to Florida, and we went to Clearwater Beach, and it's like this beautiful, fluffy, white sand. And I'm like, Michigan sand really is dirt, because I just never experienced any other beaches before, like outside of Michigan. So.
Yes.
But I grew up going to like Higgins Lake and being on pretty water and stuff too. Gross, yucky brown water that when you walk in it, it's all like mucky and stuff. I won't do that. That's gross. But Silver Lake is pretty.
I mean, I guess. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just biased because I like oceans.
Well, you grew up in California, though. So, I mean, you've got an incredible, beautiful ocean that
Mm-hmm. We had an ocean at our disposal. That's true.
So, it's very different.
But did you know, like up in one of the Great Lakes, I can't remember exactly. I want to say Superior, maybe Huron, Erie, whatever's the furthest north. What's the furthest northernmost?
I think it's Erie. The one that's over closer, like by Canada, not between the peninsula, the upper peninsula.
One of them up there, these dudes come from around the world, and in the wintertime they surf it because apparently the winter waves are surfable. They're big enough.
Ooh,
so these dudes will have like,
new. I did not know this.
They'll have like ice dreadlocks in their beards, so just because the ice is freezing on them and stuff. Yeah, those bring up full wetsuits, the little wetsuit and the boots and stuff you can wear, put a little hood on, gloves, you can get all the neoprene, everything. I'll go out surf that.
Wow.
Facts.
I need
Strange
to YouTube that.
surf facts on the TLE podcast.
I need to look that up because I'd really like to see winter surfing like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll send you. There's a video off YouTube. I'll send it to you.
That'd be cool.
Vans does a thing, does a video series called Strange Surf Spots.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, we'll experience a little bit of living by the ocean for a minute. So.
Ashley's bailing out. No, I'm just kidding.
We're not bailing out. Nick's gonna take some work for the next few months down in Fort Myers. Like HE double hockey sticks, the hottest place on the planet right now. We're gonna go down there and we'll just play hooky for most of the summer. So yeah, my life is just gonna be.
I'm not really familiar with like how the setup of Florida. I'm 52 years old and I really don't know. I know that one part has Disney World and all the resorts. Yeah. Orlando.
That's Orlando, and that's up more. But Fort Myers and stuff. And
is that all full of old people?
Yeah.
Or is that Jacksonville and Clearwater and stuff?
I don't know.
The oldies?
I mean, I'm from Michigan, so I think old people are everywhere in Florida doing their like retirement thing. So I don't know, man. I don't really know.
I'm not familiar.
So.
And we lived in Jacksonville when I was a baby, but I'm not super familiar with like.
Yeah, see, Nick grew up in the Tampa area for about 10 years. So his formative years from like 5 until 15 was in Florida. So he was the angsty teen when he moved back. So it will be cool to really experience this as a family, to really kind of share that part of his life with him in a way, and all do that together.
I feel that because I moved away from Cali when I was about 15. So
yeah. And our oldest is 15 right now. So she's right in there. Like, we've kind of messed up her whole summer. She already had work plans, babysitting plans for the summer, and we're just like, so you're going to be flexible and just wing it. So it's taken her a few weeks to even wrap her brain around the potential of, you know, if he got work somewhere, what would that look like? What would our summer look like? Because on the one hand, it's summer. We can go do whatever we want in a way. And just make the most of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go make the most of it. And the wonderful thing about Zoom is that I can be wherever.
Yeah, man.
You know, technology. We've been doing... I know. Isn't that amazing? So...
No, that's good, though. It'll be a good experience. All around. No matter what happens.
Yeah.
It'll be a good, life-changing experience, man. Everyone needs a little diversity. Everyone needs a little, you know...
Yeah.
A little dose of chaos mixed in never hurt anybody.
And I think that that's a lot of what I'm just being asked to do right now. It's like my life was kind of getting to where I have had everything kind of where I want it and how I like it. Yeah, and now God's just like, hey, go just try and explore for a minute and just, you know, do all the planning, but just be flexible and go wing it and just go.
I mean... It's not like the man came in and say, hey, God's telling me we need to go start this ministry in Romania. It's Florida. Dude, it's still in America.
I know. And that's the other thing I was thinking about a few days ago. Like, because there was one night I woke up. Okay, so Isla woke me up a few days ago. Had to go to the bathroom. So then I'm laying. It's early in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm laying there half asleep thinking about all the things that I need to figure out before all this happens. And I was just like, dude, it's Florida. Just go enjoy it. Like, don't overthink it. Like, just
you
go.
You were just there. Which was Florida, man. Listen.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good.
I know.
It's gonna be good.
And the timing of that to be in Florida, and like I sat on the sand talking to Kelly for like an hour and a half one night, and we're just watching the ocean while the kids are like walking up and down the beach, and it was just amazing that. I did that, and literally the next week we made this decision. It was just like, it's not coincidental.
No, man. No. And it's like, it's all good. Because, like I said, it could be a different mission.
It could be.
You know what I mean? It could be, hey, you know, you guys both wake up from the same dream differently, like separately. Hey, I think we're supposed to move to, I don't know, Nigeria. You know, Cameroon, something where it's like, now we're making decisions. This is
right.
This is breezy, man. It's going.
Well, we just had friends that just
I wouldn't go to
took
Florida,
off
you
around.
Understand? Because it's gross.
Well, we were talking about that too. I'm like, dude, we haven't told because it was just the other day. I'm like, I saw Jim the other day. I didn't say anything because it's gonna be a whole conversation, and I feel like half of a turd to even only text it. But he's not a big get on the phone and chat guy either, so I
appreciate the way he did it.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, he hates Florida, and I'm like, I forgot about that. I wonder what he's gonna say. So it's all good. I don't know why I do this to myself. I get all like,
you shouldn't, man. You should
relax. Right. It's just change. Human beings just want everything to stay the same, and I know that you're like a backwards human and you like everything to change all the time.
I'm down here in the upside down where I like things to change always.
Well, and I think I love everything to change, but I love everything to change
on your terms.
Yeah,
when it's good for Ashley,
when it's good for me and I feel prepared.
Hey, that's normal. That's a completely normal.
Yeah.
So, but listen though, if we're honest, I was super sketched out to, like, I didn't think I would ever leave sports ever. You know.
Okay.
So 18 years in, and then it just, the time came where, okay, this has to be the move.
Yeah.
Like, and I told Dan, man, we were working one day. I'm like, dude, this is happening. We gotta pop smoke, dude. This is unhealthy. I didn't realize until these past few days how unhealthy it might have been. I don't know what was going on in my head. I don't know if I was like, because they did nothing to me. Nothing ever was done harmful. Nobody was mean. They gave me my career, this house that we're living in, my family, all those things, all the stuff we have. That all stuff was built up while being at Swartz. But it just got to the point, so I understand the difficulty of standing in the door, the dude in front of you goes out, now you're in the door, it's your turn to jump, and now you're stalled out.
Yeah, but you literally know what that feels like.
Yeah, but like, not the stall out part. I was always too scared of the jump master, but but yeah, to make that kind of decision. And that's how it was. Like, we have to do this now. And like, I went home and within probably an hour and a half, had done the application and screenshotted it to him. Like, this is, and he was like, oh, okay, well, this is happening, and it just is what it is. It just got to the point. And had I not done it in that manner, very matter of fact, very abruptly, I would have just stayed and for whatever reason, I had started going there and being like super stressed out when the front two wheels of my truck hit the driveway, and just like, this is going to be bad. It's going to be bad all day. Everything about it's going to be bad. And it probably wasn't, but I just had it in my head. And so then honestly, that's not good for them or me.
Yeah.
You can't have me, and I'm not a back patter. It's not my own back, but I've been there. Everybody in this county knows me from there. They know me. I think I am Swartz.
Yeah.
I bleed Swartz blue or whatever. So for me to start feeling like I didn't want to be there, everything about it's toxic, and it probably wasn't, but just that I'm dragging people down around me. You know what I mean? And it just gets unhealthy.
Yeah.
And it's unhealthy for everybody, and that's not fair to me and my family, and it's not fair to them and their families.
Yeah.
So it was just a thing. And if they don't ever see it that way, I understand that too. And like I said, they've all built me, my career, and they've been super supportive, and all the things I've ever done. It's just the time.
Yeah. That's interesting that you say that it had to be abrupt like that it was a decision like that, because that's what when Kelly and I were talking in Jacksonville and stuff, she had said it had to be, like, for them it was the same thing. They thought they had months to kind of do a transition, and then it was like, they were, nope, you need to move within, like, it was right around Christmas, and they're like, nope, you're going to have to be up here by February 1st. So they just had to make everything happen, and she's like, in hindsight, and she's like, in hindsight, I would have dragged this all out and tried to do both and do all the things. And so I've really thought about that a bit too with all this.
Well, yeah, but you're in a, so like, as most people know, I'm a big fan of soccer, especially English, and what they have a lot of times is there'll be a organization or a team that'll take somebody on trial. So they're getting paid by the team. Right. But they're there on loan or on trial.
That makes sense.
So it gives them and everybody time to figure out if it's a fit.
It's going to be good. Yeah.
So think of it like that. This is not something that you guys have to be like all in.
Right.
Sold the house, moved the kids, everyone's pissed. Oh, this sucks. Then we got back to Michigan, find a house, back in, you don't.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, this is your home. It'll always be. Maybe that'll be wonderful. Maybe it's the biggest maybe it's just scratching the surface of what the opportunities are right now, or maybe it doesn't fit at all. So
we just flex some muscles to go and try and do something, and have that built up.
Just see, now you know that you can.
Yeah.
And next time you'll choose Cali.
That's great.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm just
yeah.
with you, but like,
yeah. No, that's good. That's really good. I'm very proud of us because I know Nick and I can do this, and I know that I'm like, I told him the other day, I'm like, I'm very proud of him. This is a big deal to make a decision like this and be outside our comfort zone and all the things. You know, because there are people that will get all wound up with all the what ifs and this and that and all the things, and then, like you said, they'll stall and they won't do it. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to look back and say what if.
Right.
You know,
you don't ever want to what if anything. You want to just.
Both sets of my grandparents were snowbirds.
Yeah.
And my grandpa owned a business in Saginaw. He built it from the ground up. It was a building products company. And so they had the flexibility to just come up and down to Florida whenever he wanted to. And he ended up having like management run it when he was gone and did all the things and stuff. And so, you know, Nick and I would prefer not to be 70 before we retired and bought a place down there and then had grandkids here or whatever the situation is. So it's like, and that's the thing too, like remembering that my kids are resilient. We just need to be supportive and a strong family, and we can actually do a lot together as long as we're like,
but that's the thing. Like, they don't become resilient if you never give them the opportunity to become resilient. They just.
That's good.
You know what I mean? They just stay soft.
No, that's
you gotta good. You know, I couldn't do half the stuff probably if we had moved all the time and had to restart over. And
that's good.
You know what I mean? So helped out a lot when you're, you know, leaving home to join the military. I already had moved probably like 8 or 10 times by the time I did that. So it was whatever.
I can do this. I got this.
Yeah. Traveled all the time. I'm good. I'm out. And also to this day helps me negotiate the airport and all that other stuff. It makes me laugh at people who can't seem to negotiate the airport.
Yeah.
Honestly, it gives me a panic attack when I see other dads and they don't know what they're doing and they're trying to wrangle all the kids, and I'm like, dude, I sometimes just want to run over and do it for them. Let me just, you guys all stand in a row and hold hands. I'm gonna get you checked in.
the kindergarten rope, like give everybody a kindergarten rope so they can.
You're freaking me out.
Yeah.
Let me get you checked in because it's really super simple and you're making.
Like, I really don't want you to lose a kid between here and there.
No, the kids will figure it out. I don't want dad to lose his mind or have a heart attack or freak out on the poor, unsuspecting, you know,
attendant or whatever.
Attendant or whatever.
Yeah.
Because.
No. Yeah, that's.
It just
legit.
seems easy for me, but like.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I just think like these experiences are good experiences.
Yeah. Well, and think about Haiti, going to Haiti. I know I wasn't on. You went to Haiti before I went to Haiti.
Yeah, so I went to Haiti the year before. Yeah.
Yeah, but our guy, our convoy team leader and stuff, she said the very first day, we're gonna go with the flow. Mm-hmm. Everything about this week, we're gonna kind of have a plan, and it's probably gonna change, and we're gonna. Think we're going here today, and it might be that depending on the situation with traffic or A, B, or C or whatever is going on in the city, that we don't. We just go with the flow. So
man, when the year we went, our ride from the airport, they didn't have gas.
Oh, I forgot about this.
It was a situation where we weren't able to get to gas because Haiti's Haiti. And so they just had to, on the fly, make a different plan. And we stayed in a hotel and ate pizza. And, you know, everyone was freaked out because Pastor Jim was like, make sure you don't use your hands to eat. And that's the first thing I did, dude, is I'm just smashing pizza. Something about dysentery. I'm like, I already had that. It's not that big of a deal. 20-pound weight cut. It's all right. I don't mind getting it again. And he's like,
I just remember being in our rooms and just making sure to use my bottled water to even brush my teeth with. They said to do that, you know, don't use the running water for anything than, you know, but yeah.
I don't know, man. It'll all be good.
It's all good. I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to be somebody that can't. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. It would be different if it was just Nick or I. But yeah, no, I love what you said about like my kids can't be resilient if I don't give them opportunities to
Be resilient.
To see what they're capable of. So that's really good. That's encouraging. Thank you.
When we left, so we had moved to Minnesota, and my dad got transferred to Northern California. So we moved back there. But my older brother stayed with some family friends so he could graduate.
Okay.
Now, he was hella smart, so he graduated early, but still he stayed back. And so it was just a thing that you make work. So it's just things you make work. Yeah?
You just figure it out.
You've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
we'll get through it. And so as we wind down, I wanted to give a little tribute to my buddy Joe Supersize Miron. He passed away on Monday, had Alzheimer's for quite a while, but he was a dude. He was my FTO. That's who trained me. He got the name Supersize because his partner also was named Joe. So it was Joe and Joe. Little Joe, we called him, or Doc, was always studying to be a PA, which he is now.
Okay.
And then Big Joe, or Supersize, because he was a giant of in all the aspects of humanity. He was like larger than life human. But he was the kind of dude that, like, if you knew him, you loved him. If he knew you, he loved you. And it was just kind of, and that love kind of grew the further, like, the more in his circle you got. Okay. And he's like he has touched more people in our EMS community that's just unimaginable. And it's kind of, the way I like to say it is, he comes from the greatest generation of EMS. And that's kind of where I started, at least for Genesee County, because all like the deputies, it was just a whole different thing then. Yeah. And the people that were working at that time, man, there's so many, these older guys that are retired now and stuff like that. And so I guess I say all that to say, like, he didn't see this coming. Nobody sees Alzheimer's coming. Old people do. Like, all my grandparents had Alzheimer's, and my dad. So at some point in my 80s, and whatever, right? I'll be in my 80s.
Right.
But like Joe they didn't see that coming. So his wife Dillette has been taking care of him. Our friend Emily Lakey has been taking care of him for years and years and years. And so he's gone home.
Yeah.
And it hurts, but also it's all good. If you knew him, you know he's home. So.
What made him such a great training officer for you? Like, what are some of the things you remember about him training you?
Just the dude was just one of those people that the kindness and stuff, like, he could be abrupt and stern and all that stuff, but just the kindness was always just overflowing. If he had to tell you how it was, and that went for anybody from the owner of sports back in the day all the way to the brand new guy. If he had to straighten you up or tell you how it was, he would. But in that kind of fatherly, I'm more disappointed than mad kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, he was just, there's people who are seeing us honor him. I'm sure maybe they've heard his name, heard the stories of him. And so for them, we'll just keep telling those stories so they understand the legacy. But if you knew him, if you had the opportunity to work in this county at the same time he did, you've been immensely blessed. And if you had, if you were friends with him, even more blessed. And if you lived with him and around him all the time, even more blessed. So he's just one of those people, that was just a huge blessing, just gifted to this world. Honestly, he was a gift to this world just by being him. So
that's awesome.
So this episode's for Joe. And with that, that's all I got.
That's good.
I'm going to see if I pass this drug test or not.
I'm assuming that you will.
Of course.
Otherwise, you might need to let FCC know as well.
No, that'd be wild, man.
That would be.
It's interesting too. I don't know why I just totally digressed into immature gym land. So you can probably edit this out. But it's only federally illegal. Michigan is a legal state, so I don't know how. You know what I mean? There's not like real-time testing for marijuana, because that's the drug they're testing for, right?
Okay.
But you could have used marijuana a month ago in some circumstances because it stores in your fat and still test dirty. But
Right.
you're not. You haven't been. It's not like you're.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's wild. I don't know. I don't care because I'm good and I passed and all that stuff. But
right.
It's just very strange.
That does make it interesting.
So
I don't know.
Other than that.
Yeah. That's good.
So, all right. Kind of pulled that one out of my ace. I didn't really know what we were going to talk about tonight.
No, that was good. That was really good.
All right. How do you edit it now? I've said all this stuff that needs to go, but now I'm going to do the closer.
It's totally fine.
How much time do you think you've spent? Because I tried to estimate, and I think at this point, probably well over 1,000 hours has been put into this podcast, right?
Okay, well, this will be... What episode are we on, Jim? 137 this week?
137, I think.
130, yeah. This will be 137. So if we spend usually an hour every week when we do this, and then I'll spend like another hour doing the editing and stuff, because I have been doing a lot less editing just to keep it like it's natural. It's just the conversation,
that's
you know,
good.
like,
yeah.
So that's been really cool. So an hour doing that. So if we just say 2 hours for each episode, just on average. I mean, there's been times where it's been longer, but it's not. So 2 times 137. It's 274 times... I don't know.
Yeah, that ain't right. I think you've got more hours into that.
137 episodes. I don't know.
A lot, anyways. But all right.
Well, this way that I did it, if I do the 137 episodes times 2 hours of work for each one, that's 274. And if I divide that by 24, that's 11 and a half days consecutively of work. I don't know.
Crazy.
Maybe that's right. Maybe that's not. But no, it's awesome. Yeah,
seems
there's
legit.
been a lot of... No, it's all good. I'll edit the audio and then I can splice the...
Okay.
It's all
Good. All right. Well, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back each week. One more time, thank you, Hannah Ball and Tri-County Times for a remarkable article. And of course, thank you, Freedom Center and Kingdom Builders, for your continued love and support. We appreciate you. And that's it. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.